What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel as you tune in and check out the content. And with that being said, man, I want to speak on the Los Angeles Clippers, right? And the Los Angeles Clippers have been they've been looking pretty good lately, right? Especially since they got Darius Garland in. Now, I like Darius Garland as a point guard. I thought when he was with the Cleveland Cavaliers, I thought they had a good chance of not coming out of the East, but at least putting up a really good fight. And maybe it was a possibility, but with the way Boston is now and Detroit, I thought they could have put up a good fight as in the East, right? But now you have Darius Garland playing beside Kawhi Leonard. Now, I like the fact that he's playing beside Kawhi Leonard better than I like James Harden playing beside Kawhi Leonard, because I thought that James Harden sometimes, especially when you get to the playoffs, James Harden can be a little bit inconsistent when you get to the playoffs, right? And I think once you get to the playoffs and you got Kawhi, a healthy Kawhi Leonard is, like a healthy Kawhi Leonard, man, is that's tough. He's gonna be hard to stop, And then you have Darius Garland. I think that is a formidable duo right there, right? But will they come out of the West? I don't think so. That's because I think they just basically shorthanded. That's number one. Number two, I just think that you got some teams in the West, man. It's just so hard. You got the Spurs, tough. You got OKC, last year's champion, tough. You got the Denver Nuggets with the Joker, and the only thing about Denver is like, will they be healthy enough? Like, will certain guys like Gordon and Murray, will they be healthy enough to help out the Joker? Right. That's the question with them. But then you have the also you got the Houston Rockets, and Kevin Durant. Like, will Kevin Durant have enough gas in the tank? He getting up there in years. Will he have enough gas in his tank to be able to, to get his team out of the West? So the West is just tough, and Minnesota. So it's going to be hard, right? Now, this discussion about these two guys was being had on the 520 podcast. And so what I want to do is play the audio from 520 podcast and come back and give my input after I hear what they had to say about, this.
Let's get to it, man. Be here. The two squads went at it last night, man. Good bump. Clippers got the best of the T-Wolves, 153-128. Kawhi Leonard out here doing Kawhi shit, 45 points, 15 for 20 from the field, 6 from 9 from the three. Benedict Mather had 22. Darius Garland had 21.
Is this the new big three?
Nah.
Was this the best trade of the deadline?
Fire trade, though.
Listen,
fire trade.
The T-Wolves shaky?
Yes. He ain't shaky. He had 36. Now he had 18.
That's a good question, right? Somebody said, are the T-Wolves shaky? Right? That's a good question. Like, do you give credit to the T-Wolves or do you give credit to the Clippers? Did they beat a team that's... I don't know if the T-Wolves... sometimes they play down to their competition, but I just think that Kawhi Leonard is just so dangerous, man. You don't know, like, if he's going to go on one of those runs like he did when he was in Toronto and just took them all away. So, but yeah, like a lot of people are questioning the T-Wolves, and that's mainly because Anthony Edwards kind of took a step back, right? At first, he was using the mid-range. He got criticized last year for not using the mid-range. And so early in the season, he just made it a point to start using that mid-range. And they were having success. Now, he's starting to shoot those threes again. It's either threes or dunks, right? And so his shot selection is not as good right now as it was early in the season. But let's get back to some more of what they had to say about the Clippers.
Watch your mouth.
Just asking.
Not shaky. We just lost to a good team. Respect. That's it.
Okay. Is this the new
Clippers
big three though?
Team now? Clippers been a great team. Been a great team since acquiring these two young men. They back, baby.
Now listen, Moog, it's crazy because I asked B Henderson a couple of days ago at the night spot. He said it's still dark. So
Oh, no.
apparently him being his favorite team makes it better.
No. You asked me, was they gonna make a crazy run? I said, nah, not yet. I don't want to put too much smoke on it.
Okay.
But you know what I mean? They be the quality team, you know what I'm saying? It's good to see Darius and Mathurin getting this shit off, especially Mathurin.
We can talk about them, or we gonna talk about that 45 ball up there.
Yeah. Talk about it, Mook. 15 for 20 from the field, 6 for 9 from the 3. Real efficient. Lou, go ahead and get some odds to this game, man. We got a lot to talk about today, baby. Lou back, shit about to run.
He's only able to kill because he got them two next to him, bro.
Lou back, shit about to run like clockwork. Yeah.
Those are two
Freaky
great.
Mike was back on the boards, man. He had lost it, man. We got the real back, man.
Two great complimentary pieces.
Clippers
right
started off hooping.
They only killed because of Hill.
No.
That's the way you say
Okay,
that.
pass.
He opens up the floor.
Exactly.
This is the Darius Garland we know
That's
and
what
love.
I'm saying. I was talking about Darius Garland.
Oh.
Give me that, Rudy.
Ante.
You gotta pull up for 3.
Nah. Do the right thing.
Claw.
Look, so
Please,
you see who
please give me
passed?
the ball.
They'll pass DJ.
Great pass. Smart play.
Hey.
Damn.
Oh, my Lord. Bouncy.
That nigga like he
Nah, it's ready. This is travel move.
no. Good move.
I fuck with you, Nas. You definitely travel.
Good move.
Watch out.
Ooh. That nigga.
So let me say this, right? The Clippers was definitely in that game against the Timberwolves. The Clippers was definitely having their way with them. And like I said, sometimes it just seems to me like the Timberwolves kind of play down to what their competition is. They're kind of inconsistent. And because Anthony Edwards is not always as aggressive as you would want him to be, you know, like that's, and I don't know if he's learning that now, but like that is something that you can't turn on and turn off. Once you turn that button on, you know, turn that switch on as far as like being aggressive, then you know, that's it. You know, you can't, you never seen Kobe in a situation where Kobe wasn't aggressive. Kobe was always aggressive, and Kobe was always going at his, you know, he was always going at him, at his team, at his opponent's neck. And so that's what you want from Anthony Edwards, right? So when they ask the question, you know, is this a reflection of Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves, or is this more so like the Clippers? I say it's the Clippers, you know, because they do have Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard can, like, one of the best when he's healthy. Kawhi Leonard is one of the best two-way basketball players in the league. You know, he straps up on defense, and then he can go down on offense and just score efficiently on anybody, right? So it's not a reflection of the Timberwolves, but what I will say, like I said about the Timberwolves, is that lately they haven't been as consistent as I thought they were going to be. I thought that Anthony Edwards was going to come back this season and be on a mission, but I don't know. He kind of slacked off a little bit lately. And now back to the Clippers, I just think that with the new addition, this Darius Garland, this new energy that Darius Garland have, you know, I like them. I think they're going to make it more competitive in the West. But, you know, I think like these two ball players, definitely if they was in the East, you know, they'd definitely be a threat. But in the West, Kawhi Leonard can't really sneak up on nobody. Everybody know what a threat that Kawhi Leonard is, so he won't be able to sneak up on anybody this year, or you know, he won't be able to sneak up on anybody at all. You know, people know what he can do, right? So, as far as the playoffs, though, I do think that, you know, these two guys with the Clippers are going to make the playoffs a lot better, but they're not going to be sneaking up on people. You know, the teams are going to take the Clippers very serious, you know. And, you know, that's just the way it's going to be. But that's my take on it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to leave a comment. And with that being said, I'm going to check you all out in the next video. Peace.